Good evening. Welcome to our Good Friday service. This is a special service of the church during Holy Week where we commemorate the death of our Lord Jesus Christ. Last night we celebrated the Lord's Supper. We remembered how Jesus washed the feet of the disciples, and we broke bread together. We remember the mandate of Jesus Christ for us to love one another. This evening we remember that Jesus died on the cross for us. You'll see that there are a few unique things happening in this evening's service, so by way of instruction I just want to let you know what will be happening. You'll see that each of the hymns, they are in the style of Taizé worship, which means they're very short hymns. We'll be repeating those hymns multiple times. And even though they're short, that doesn't mean that there isn't much truth in them. By repeating the hymns, the idea is that we will be drawn deeper and deeper into the truth in the words found in those songs. So instead of giving you a number of times that we will sing those songs and you counting down how many times we've sung it, instead we've opted to give you a signal for when we will complete the hymn. We'll sing it multiple times. When we come to the last time that we are singing the song, you will see either Ellen Stratton or myself stand up at the lectern or at the pulpit. That will be your signal that that is the last time that we will be singing through that hymn. Just a few other things that are happening in this evening's service. We will have the extinguishing of the candles with each of the readings. There will be reproaches that are meant to be a way for us to remember how we are all complicit in the death of Christ. And there will also be meditative silence. That will be an extended time of silence. So we invite you to be quiet at that time. If you need to make some noise, we invite you to exit out the back of the church, head outside for a little bit if you need to make some noise or you can't be silent during that time. And finally, towards the end of this evening's service, there is holy time before God. What that will be is a time of instrumental music playing, and you'll have the opportunity to come to the altar. You can kneel down if you wish. You can stay in your seats. You can stand up before God. You can lay on the ground. You can walk forward and touch the altar, touch the cross. We want to give you an opportunity to respond as you see fit to this time of holy time before God. So respond as you see fit at the end of this evening's service. So if you have any questions, hopefully they'll be answered as we move along in this evening's service. So let us begin with the first two hymns.
1. Jesus went forth with his disciples across the Kidron Valley, where there was a garden which he and his disciples entered. Now Judas, who betrayed him, also knew the place, for Jesus often met there with his disciples. So Judas, procuring a band of soldiers and some officers from the chief priests and the Pharisees, went there with lanterns and torches and weapons. Then Jesus, knowing all that was to befall him, came forward and said to them, "Whom do you seek?" They answered him, "Jesus of Nazareth." Jesus said to them, "I am he." Judas, who betrayed him, was standing with them. When he said to them, "I am he," they drew back and fell to the ground. Again he asked them, "Whom do you seek?" And they said, "Jesus of Nazareth." Jesus answered, "I told you that I am he. So if you seek me, let these men go." This was to fulfill the word which he had spoken, "I did not lose a single one of those whom you gave me." Then Simon Peter, having a sword, drew it and struck the high priest's slave and cut off his right ear. The slave's name was Malchus. Jesus said to Peter, "Put your sword into its sheath. Shall I not drink the cup which the Father has given me?" So the band of soldiers and their captain and the officers of the Judean authorities seized Jesus and bound him. First they led him to Annas, for he was the father-in-law of Caiaphas, who was high priest that year. It was Caiaphas who had given counsel to the religious authorities that it was expedient that one man should die for the people.
We'll now sing "Lord Have Mercy," which is found in the black hymnal of faith we sing